Do you want to practice speaking a new language at home and improve your fluency without a conversation partner? I'll share one easy way to do just that. If you're new here, g'day mates. My name's Matthew. I used to work for Fluent Forever, where I was mentored by the American polyglot and best-selling author Gabriel Weiner. Since branching out on my own, I've realized that I just still love learning languages, and I've developed my own tools and techniques, and I want to share them with you to help you too. Okay, Matthew, so what is this one easy way to fix my speaking fluency? One easy and effective way to practice speaking in another language is through writing. Writing? But that's not speaking. Hear me out, hear me out. I admit that writing is not speaking, but the 4 language skills of reading, writing, listening, and speaking are interconnected. And both writing and speaking are the output side of those skills. So they're even more connected. By writing regularly, it is possible for you to improve your fluency and confidence so that speaking is much easier when the time comes. Let's go a bit deeper into that. So why should you practice writing as a way to improve your speaking skills? Here are a few reasons. More time to prepare. Writing allows you to think about what you want to say without having to speak right on the spot. Less pressure and stress. When you write, you can focus on forming sentences correctly without the stress of a live conversation. Better structure. Writing helps you structure your thoughts and your ideas more clearly, which can then transfer into your speaking skills. Improved vocabulary and grammar. Writing helps to reinforce the words and the grammar in your foreign language, which can then be useful for fluent speech. You may be asking now, so what's the evidence that shows that writing can actually help me with my speaking fluency? Well, there's actually some research that supports the connection between writing and speaking skills. A study was published in the International Journal of Linguistics and Translation Studies. This research found a strong correlation between improved writing skills and speaking skills amongst university students who were learning languages. It showed that improving your writing abilities can enhance your speaking abilities too. Here are 5 techniques to use writing to improve your speaking fluency. 1. Write journal entries. Writing journal entries is a great way to practice speaking fluency because it mimics real-life storytelling. When you speak in real-life conversations, you will be telling stories. So why not start with writing those similar stories in a book or on your computer? When you write, do so as if you were speaking. So use a more conversational tone, and that will help you become more fluent and also help you feel more comfortable with expressing your thoughts and ideas in the target language. One special technique here is to have a timer and try to write continuously for 10 minutes. After writing for 10 minutes, count how many words you've written. Then, every day, try and write as much as you can within that 10-minute time frame and aim to increase the amount of words that you've written. This shows you the amount of fluency that you have with expressing yourself, and that could transfer from your writing to fluency when you speak because you're now thinking a lot faster in the language. 2. Writing websites and getting corrections. There are websites that allow you to write entries in your target language. Then you could get your written articles and stories corrected for free by a native speaker. There are websites such as LangCorrect and also italki, which facilitate this kind of written correction system. This helps you to identify and correct your mistakes and can help improve your overall language skills. Now, in the past, I've actually used some language writing websites before, and you can see here I was a very active part of the Lang 8 community. Unfortunately, Lang 8 isn't available anymore, but I did write hundreds of journal entries writing about my day, my interests and hobbies, my opinions, and I would also correct the entries of other language learners. And all of this was done for absolutely free. Nowadays, I also use LangCorrect and sometimes italki as a way to get my digital written entries corrected. 3. Text chat. You can also use social media apps and language exchange platforms to have some text-based conversations in your target language. This helps you to practice writing and to think in the target language. This also mimics the back and forth of a real-life conversation. You'll also have more time to understand what the other person is trying to say to you. I suggest you join and check out some of the language exchange communities on Facebook, Reddit, WhatsApp, X. Don't limit yourself to just the language learning groups. Also, join groups that are targeted for native speakers of another language. There you'll interact with real native speakers and the conversations there will all be in your target language. The main topic won't be about language learning itself, but it'll be about other interesting subjects or hobbies like sport or movies and music. Remember to use more of a conversational tone when you chat to people on these platforms. You don't want to be too formal in these situations. 4. AI and ChatGPT. You can use AI such as ChatGPT to have text-based conversations in your target language. This can help you to practice forming sentences and to respond in real time without the stress of talking to a human conversation partner. I tried this myself with ChatGPT, where you can actually prompt ChatGPT to act like a native speaker in a certain language like German or French or Spanish or Mandarin Chinese. Then you can say, I'm trying to learn the language and I want to have a conversation with you. I want you to ask me questions and I'll make responses. And when I give my responses, I'd like you to also give me corrections. And ChatGPT can do all of this. It's brilliant, it's amazing, and it's all for free. I suggest you try that out as a way to practice writing, to get more comfortable having back and forth conversations so that it'll be more comfortable when you have those spoken conversations in real life. 5. Prepared monologues and short speeches. You can use writing to prepare some monologues or short speeches to help clarify your thinking in the target language. You can choose specific topics in your target language, such as your self-introduction, your job, your interests, your family, your country of origin, and you can write out some short speeches about all of those topics. This helps you to structure your thoughts about that topic without the instantaneous demand of having to speak all of a sudden. Once you've written out your short speeches in these topics, you can then memorize them. So when it comes to actually speaking with another person, you can already have a foundation of what you can talk about. I've actually made some free templates in different topics and in different languages so that you can use these templates as a guide for your own written short speeches, and they can also help you to feel more confident when you're ready to speak. All of this is written out for you. You just need to write out the information that's more personal to you, and you can use this written text as a guide for your spoken conversations. So go to the description and download your free written templates. While writing can significantly improve your language structure and usage, of course, it can't substitute actual spoken practice. You need to keep in mind that writing in the foreign language will have some limitations. For example, writing can't help you with regards to pronunciation and intonation. Also, writing can't help you when it comes to real-time conversation skills. At the end of the day, while writing and speaking are related, they are not the exact same thing. You'll eventually have to move from writing practice to then actual speaking practice. Despite these issues, writing can still be helpful to practice forming sentences and clarifying your thoughts in the target language. You're still not opening your mouth yet, and you will have to get to that point eventually. That's why this next video will help you go from a confident writer to now a confident speaker in any language. Go watch that now.